going on, crypto land? I feel like that's somebody else's tagline. We're more creators here. And so, welcome. I run and moderate boards and try and marry entertainment with NFTs from a creator standpoint. And so, whether you're an artist, cinema of paintings and music, what have you, we want to discover why and how those are incorporated into NFTs and how we can best execute those, because it's a burgeoning place and it's a very exciting place. And so I wanted to go over a couple of NFTs that are dropping. They were supposed to go next week. Both of them were supposed to go next week. Junkyard Dogs and VOGU. VOGU just announced they're going to do theirs Monday on the 26th, I believe it is. And VOGU is interesting because, I think they're getting a lot of hype from some people are really invested in this space because it's a unique sort of avatar project with sort of a robot, and it has that cyberpunk feel to it, which I think is super cool. And I think what's also great is they're giving it a spin in terms of narrative, and so they're creating this whole story and this whole background beyond VOGU and what it is. And so, there's a narrative of there's going to be 7,777 of these minted on Monday, and ostensibly, there's a storyline that goes with it. And you can kind of go to their Discord server and read the story of these VOGU being first they were like kidnapped. Somebody tried to steal them. Basically, some alliance that was against our alliance stole them. And they're going to auction off these VOGU and mint them, in these random ways. And so they're trying to come up with a narrative, because I think they're also seeing, further on down the pipeline what NFTs can mean for roadmaps as creators. Whether that's an expansion into broader media as a television show, whether that's an expansion into comics, certainly, and further collectibles. And so it's an exciting time to be in NFTs. And so that's why we're reviewing, just kind of touching on VOGU, and also I think Junkyard Dogs sort of snuck up on a lot of people because it looks cool. It looks like an iteration of Bored Ape Yacht Club. Sure, cool dogs, but very quietly they tried to release it and it didn't quite work. So they're going back to retool it, and Junkyard Dogs could be the first minted avatar that's animated. And that's huge. And I think that's why they're taking the extra time. They were going to release right away and jump right into it. But I think they hit a lot of pitfalls and hurdles technologically to be the first avatar project that's going to be animated. And I think that's huge in terms of collectability. Being the first CryptoPunks and Curio cards has such a huge value to the space. And so they could be. But I will say there's, even VOGU itself has limited editions that they're trying to animate as well and incorporate into their release on Monday. So it'll be interesting to see, quote unquote, who hits the market first with it. But I think Junkyard Dogs is approaching it as a complete set that will all be animated, and they look fun. I mean, they have that cool Bored Ape sort of style to it. It's irreverent and it's awesome, and it's sort of funny. And so I think they're going to have a really amazing sale. If you go to the Discords, they're popping off right now. There's so many people that are very excited about both these projects. And you can see sort of the fervor. And I talk about a lot of the fervor in some of the previous videos about, when that dies, what happens. And so these are two projects that could moon pretty hard and have that ICO feel. If you go to Discords, you can see their viewership and membership has grown in the past, just from this past weekend, has grown by thousands. And so they're going to mint and they're going to sell out. And so when they do, they're going to hit open market and see if some of their marketing helps push those prices even further higher. And I think it will. I think there's a really huge demand for these right now, and a lot of great supporters of these, both these NFTs and so these projects. And so they're going to moon. You might want to be in on the mint, and how to do that. I think there's better videos out there But essentially, you want to get your your MetaMask wallet ready and be there. Sign up, get on the Discords, and sign up on the website so that and you're alerted to the mint timing. And so VOGU is again Monday Pacific time, 5 p.m. And let me know how you guys fare. I'm going to try and get on there as well. You'll be bidding against me in a sense, but there's certainly quite a few thousand to be got. Usually they minimize it the competition by only allowing about 10 per. I try and get one or two if I can. But I'll see you guys out there and sort of share what we got in terms of what happens with the minting, and again, I think these are definitely going to come out of the gate very strong. But further, even more interesting, they have such promise in that VOGU is very narrative based, and they're bringing that world into trying to create characters within their world based on this very cool, near future scientific, maybe not so near future, but like scientific sci-fi storyline, which is is great for this space, and I love sci-fi, and I think Junkyard Dogs also has a really supremely interesting project that they're going to do animated, and they're going to be the first avatar that's animating all their collection. And so keep an eye on these two, and we'll see you after Monday, and we'll talk about how the mint went.